Okay, you guys, we are back with another banging video. In this video, guys, we're gonna talk about Bianca Sensori clapping back at Kim Kardashian, or at least that is what I believe Bianca Sensori is doing in this moment. Let me explain, and if you stick around long enough, you'll also see what I'm saying. Now, if you guys remember, it was just a couple weeks ago we saw a clip of Kim Kardashian saying that they haven't heard from Kanye West in a while. And when she said they, meaning her and her kids, we saw that clip sometime around December of last year, if I'm remembering the time frame correctly, right? So basically she's saying they haven't seen him, they haven't heard from him, and, she would sometimes say to him, why not come over, let us have dinner together, games nights, and all of that jazz, because she's saying that, basically what she was saying is that if he's not well, she would suggest that he come to the house where the environment is controlled and, they can give an eye on him because that Kim has security at her house and they can keep things under control. No, fast forward to the present moment. So a article, was released today by Vanity Fair. Bianca Sensori did a photo shoot with them and she also did a interview with them. Irrespective of the fact that we're getting that photo shoot and interview today, this was done last year. And I'm getting the sense that it was done after Kim Kardashian said they don't see Kanye, they haven't heard from him. And make no mistakes, when Kim said that, I 110% believe her. Because when Kanye is not well, he doesn't spend much time with the kids. He'll be there for birthdays and stuff most of the times, depending on, the manic episode that he's having, depending on how bad it is. But if it's really bad, he's just not going to be there, right? And as such, when Kim said that, I believe her. But now that the Vanity Fair interview has been released, Bianca Sensori is saying that Kanye West is an amazing father. She's saying Kanye will drop everything for his kids, and when the kids come over, he ensures that it's their world. He basically transforms their environment to the suitability of kids. She's saying the tiny, short little bop. The tiny, short little bop. When she says that, like that, if you have an imaginative mind, it will tell you how he goes above and beyond to create that environment to make it a playground, basically. And I believe what Bianca Sensori is saying, because when Kanye is well, these are the things that Kanye does. If you guys remember, just before Kim and Kanye finalized their divorce, we saw Kanye on the internet frantic trying to get to Chicago's birthday party. And Khloe was the one who revealed to the internet that Kim and Kanye had agreed in their divorce that they would have separate birthday parties for the kids. And I think that was just a bad idea. Both of them weren't thinking, both Kim and Kanye. I think they should have one party, put their differences aside, they're old enough, and just have one party where both parents can be there. But I believe at the time, Kim was thinking about Kanye getting aggressive. But when it comes to his kids, he's going to put aside his personal feelings and do what needs to be done for the kids. So, back to what I was saying. In the Vanity Fair interview, and if you're concerned and if you're wondering, how do I know this was done last year? It's because of things that Bianca has said in the interview. I've read most of the article, not all of it. There's a section where she said she felt as though she has been doing CPR for the entire year this year. And when she said that, that is what made me realize that this was done from 2025, because we're just in February. To say for the entire year this year, it's just 2 months. It's not even quite 2 months. You can't call 1 month and a few days the entire year this year. So that within itself tells you that it was done from last year, right? So as back to what I was saying, right? So Bianca says, I remember one time they came over and he made the whole room foam so they could jump on everything. She recalled, gushing over her partner's parenting style. It's really cute, especially if you're a little kid, a tiny short little bub. You know, she's saying a tiny short little bub, you're a little kid and you just bouncing around. The entire place is just built for that purpose. Now they're saying Bianca's comments come one day after Skims founder addressed her co-parenting relationship with Chicago native. She's clapping back at Kim. It's just common sense. I didn't even need to read the article to know that that is what she was doing. She says, we'll always be family, she told the outlet. We both know that. We will be okay, and there's so much love for our family. We want what's best for our kids. She calls them her kids, and it's true. I couldn't deny the Yeezy heels, so I had to shout it out. That is what they're saying. Oh, sorry. So it is Kim saying our family there, and Kim is saying she couldn't deny the Yeezy heels, so she had to shout it out. So they're pulling. Kim spoke about the Yeezy heel when she was getting ready for the New Year's event. So you guys see that this article was from last year. When I tell you it was from last year, it was from last year, right? So when they go further down to say, Kim Kardashian claimed Kanye West never called their kids, right? And then they say the mama for open about protecting her babies during an October 2025 episode of the Kardashians. So it was from the October Keeping Up with the Kardashians, but I saw the clip in December. She says they are going to know things. They're going to grow up and see, she said in a confessional scene of her former husband's controversial behavior. So my job as a mom is to just make sure that at a time when the behavior is happening, is just to make sure that they are protected. Kardashian alleged her ex never once called and asked to see their kids. But then I'll wake up and it's on Twitter. So she's saying Kanye never called and asked to see the kids, but she'll wake up and it's on Twitter that I'm keeping the kids. She said, so when it's not true and not rational, I can't engage all the time, which is true. She definitely cannot engage all the time. But this is what Bianca is clapping back at. So Bianca is saying, Kanye is an amazing father. He's always there for the kids. Bianca is saying Kanye West even left this Vanity Fair photo shoot early just to go spend time with his kids. And that is true. When Kanye West is well, he'll drop everything for his kids. But what Kim is saying, Kim is also speaking the truth. When Kanye is in the Manic episode, he lies about the position that he's in as a father. And you guys remember when he was saying he doesn't see the kids, Kim hold him back from seeing the kids. And I said to you guys, it's not true. Don't believe him. And then after that, we saw Kim sending a private jet, sending the kids to him in Tokyo. And I said, see, here's one such example. No, we're gonna leave that at that because Bianca is clapping the hell back at Kim, and both women are correct. When Kim says they haven't heard from him, at that point, when she said it, they didn't hear from him in quite a while. I believe Kim is not lying on Kanye. And when Bianca says that Kanye is an amazing father, he'll do anything for his kids, and he left the Vanity Fair photo shoot and interview for the kids, I believe her because that's who the guy is, okay? So I believe both of them, guys. Both of them are not lying. And this is one good, what you could use as a study case of both things can be true at the same time, because both things in this case are factual. When Kim said it, she was being factual. Kanye was on the internet ranting, saying Kim will not allow him to see the kids. And I said to you guys, don't listen to Kanye. He has custodial rights that was appointed to him by the court. And if Kim violates it, it will be Kim being in contempt of the court and a bunch of other stuff. A bunch of other stuff. And he can literally take her back to court in order to see his kids and to ensure that Kim upholds her end of the bargain and he should uphold his end of the bargain. Kanye has custodial rights to his kids. Remember when I said that to you all? So Bianca is throwing jabs at Kim. Bianca believes, let me tell you why Bianca is doing it. Bianca believes that the things that Kanye does when he's not well should not count. And I agree. I agree with her. And I agree with Kim. I agree with Bianca and I agree with Kim. I believe that, for example, if you're sick and in the hospital, how can you go visit your child? You're sick. So even though Ye wasn't in the hospital, he was sick, you know, and he really wasn't fully coherent. So you have to empathize with him. That's basically how Bianca sees it. Bianca is more rational than Kim Kardashian, and Bianca is she's more intelligent than Kim. No disrespect to Kim Kardashian, but both women are being factual. Not one of them are lying in this case, honestly. This is where both things are true at the same time, but like hell, Bianca is clapping back at Kim. Like hell, she's clapping back. I love it. I love it. Honestly, I do. But that's all I have to say about that for this video. Peace.